Are you an independent woman with a rich, full single life? Are you generally busy with your work, your friends, your family, your hobbies, and your travel? Does your vision of couplehood look a lot like your life now, just with a man dropped in it? If that's the case, we've got to talk. Hi, I'm Marc, Katz, dating coach for smart, strong, successful women and your personal trainer for love. Welcome to the Love You podcast. Stick around to the end to discover how to make smart compromises in love so you could actually be happy. When we're done, I'll let you know how you could apply to Love You to create a passionate relationship that makes you feel safe, heard, and understood. We're going to begin today with a story. It's always a story. Real people who've turned to me for love and have blind spots. In this case, the client's name is Cindy. Cindy's in her early 50s. She turned to me for Love You Masters Coaching, which is private coaching. Her issue was that in her marriage for 20 years, she was kind of a doormat, even though she is an independent source. So that's the interesting thing, is that I deal with women who are smart, strong, successful, have all the confidence in the world, but within the context of their relationship, they don't carry themselves with confidence. So now that she's divorced and she's out there rebuilding her life from scratch, she's discovered what makes her happy, and she's real time being single. And I hope that resonates with you. I want you to have an amazing time being single before you partner up. So the issue is that Cindy didn't want to compromise in her future relationships because she compromised so much in her prior relationship, in her marriage. She's basically come to the conclusion that all marriage is going to be like the one she had before, which isn't true, but in her experience, when you have a husband, he bosses you around. His parents boss you around. They meddle in your business, and suddenly you've got no say in your own life. So she does what most people do. She goes to the opposite end of the spectrum. Right? She says, in my next marriage, if I ever get married again, I'm not going to compromise. Right? I compromised like 90% of the time before, so now I'm going to compromise like 0% of the time. So what Cindy's establishing is that she wants, when she gets married, her life to look exactly like the life she has when she's single. She wants to be able to come and go as she pleases, someone who could go to the movies with her and snuggle, but basically leaves her alone. And by the way, this is exactly what men do. If you've ever been the woman who's been with a guy like that, he wants his life, he's got his work, he's got his stuff going on, he calls you when he needs you, right? But mostly out of sight, out of mind, right? That's a long-distance girlfriend. That's not real intimacy. If he doesn't let you in, he only calls you when he needs you. So my clients justifying doing the exact same thing, keeping a guy at arm's length, right? I want someone to go to the movies with me. I want someone to travel with me. I want someone to pay for my dinner and sleep with me and pretty much just stay out of my way otherwise. And that's fine. The problem is she's not going to end up with a successful relationship with that philosophy because she's reducing a man to a dog, maybe treating him like a throw pillow. Just he's there for convenience and looks, but otherwise he doesn't take up much space in her life. So I can empathize with her and why she comes to this conclusion, but what we do here, let's reverse it. Imagine a guy said the same thing. As always, I'm going to pretend to be the guy. Here's my life until I was 35. I work for like 11 hours from 9 in the morning to 8 at night. As a small-time entrepreneur, that's what I would do. Just put my head down and work and work and work and work. Maybe get out of work, make myself a quick TV dinner, throw something in my mouth where I put a total of 0 seconds thinking about it. Maybe go out, hang out with guy friends, grab a drink, go home, obsess about fantasy football, and leave the weekends open for hanging out with my guy friends and watching sports. That was my life. So, what my life looks like now? In 5 minutes, I am going to my wife's best friend's backyard for social distancing to watch our kids play in the pool. That's my life right now. And so, it's a lot more yes, dear, than my way or the highway. Because my goal is to be a good husband and father, not just do things my way. So if you've ever been the doormat in a relationship and you've never had a boyfriend meet your emotional needs, compromise might be a scary word. But I gotta caution you, you don't want to overcorrect to the point that you think it's normal or healthy to keep the exact same life as a couple that you had when you were single before you met your boyfriend. Because if you don't make time for him as an individual, and you think your life is going to look just like your single life right now, pick up and go to Bali on a dime with your girlfriends, or take a yoga retreat and And again, you're allowed to do all these things. No one's trying to restrict you. It's team decision making. Right? And if you don't make it equal part of the relationship and his needs matter as much as yours, you're going to end up in two places you don't want to be. Number one, you're going to be with a guy who has no opinions and no balls and no boundaries and no life. Right? That's your human throw pillow, and you could do whatever you want with him, whenever you want, because he's going to let you get away with that because he doesn't care. And if you end up with another guy who has balls, opinions, and a life, you're going to end up alone, because any man worth his salt deserves to have a partner who wants him to be happy and is willing to build a life together, not just a life based on one person's needs. In other words, don't become the man that you don't want to date. Be a team player, be a partner, and recognize that good compromise, where both people win, right? That point on the Venn diagram where your needs are met and his needs are met. That's the only way to have a successful relationship. I'm Marc, Katz, dating coach for smart, strong, successful women, and your personal trainer for love. For more episodes like this on YouTube, click the subscribe button, ring the bell to ensure you get notified whenever new content comes out. If you're listening to the audio podcast, please scroll down to the very bottom, leave a review if you enjoy listening to me. I'm going to keep on putting out as much good content as I can and help you feel good about your dating and relationship choices and confidence. And if you're ready to find love now and you're committed to creating an easy relationship that makes you feel safe, heard, and apply for coaching with me and love you, I thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon.